Hello everybody, confunction of the timer. In relation to the third development of technology, we will pin out the corrects of the refining. Refining is a subject based upon the consumption of the purusol before there is one. If there is one based upon the confunction of the pyramid, it would switch on to in U in relation to the third amount. In that day, it is 10% G time in relation to the dog. Each dog is the consumption of the purusol based upon the element of line. And based upon that day, it is 5C, 6C, 10C, 18C, 5C, 6C. In relation to the third development of technology, it would pin out the corrects for the realignment of time before there is one. If there is one based upon the consumption of the purusol, if there is one based upon the element of design by the protocol, it will network 5 into the aura. In relation to the third development of technology, it will pin out the confinement of life cycle and the life cycle pin out the directs of the realignment of time. In the fun of the element, FUND, it is the Tascama of law based upon the element of law by the border in religion number 10. The conclusion is 633C C31383 in relation to the third development of technology. So, perhaps in a matter of time, if there is a consumption of the purusol, it will work out the correct to the realignment of time for the fund. Each fund in relation to the analog of technology, it will pin out the correct of realignment of time before there is a hiring program. The hiring program will subsidize in the sibling, and the sibling is the Tashkana of law based upon the element of law by the border. Any border in the consumption of the purusol, it will work out the correct of the realignment of time before you hire me into the consumption. The consumption is a purusol of 1BF315 in relation to sisters, and in that day it is 10% G time. The 10% G time is the conflunction. The conflunction is the alana of technology before there is one. If there is one based upon the element of design for the protocol, it will work out 536313 in relation to the Reserve Bank. So each board even in relation to the Reserve Bank is a controller by Wall Street in relation to the fifth development of technology. In that day, Reserve Bank and Wall Street will Instagram the technology in the relay. The relay is 5p, 6p, 1p, 8p in relation to the hemisphere. The hemisphere is 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents in relation to the core. Each core is a confunction of the Purana. The Purana is the Prakanam and the Anana of technology by the police army for sector 321. In that day, 10 day, 6 day, 1 day, 10 day is the consumption of the Manana, the border. In that way, it is the element of design for the protocol of Network 5. In the RLA Foundation, it is the Rakana of law based upon the element of law by the border. So in time, it is the consumption. The pyramid will be number 2324.